Hi guys, Monty Fox here from TaskForceNeptune, here to speak to you today. One of the guns our sponsor Gunfire.pl has sent us across. It's a ForceCore AK-74. I'm going to take a brief overview of the externals of the gun. I'm going to talk briefly about the internals of the gun, what they come like out of the factory, and from there we'll move on to a shooting test. Okay guys, so here's the gun itself. The gun will come shipped to you in a standard cardboard box, so there's not really much point covering it. Know that inside there is good quality foam, so upon transit the gun won't get any marks at all. It also comes in this clear polyurethane bag, so the gun is completely safe from any transit marks. So, gun itself, constructed mostly of steel, just like the real thing. We have plywood furniture, but it has a lovely stain on it. Just looks real good, looks like the real thing again. A plastic grip, made to look like Bakelite. You can tell it's not real Bakelite because of the texture on the inside, but it is as close as you're going to get on a replica. Stock steel, flash hider steel. The gun itself, the colouring is really nice with this lovely blued effect on it. Just it has a real nice contrast between that and the steel and the wood. We'll start from the front. We have a 14mm CCW flash hider, just like a real AK, however that screws off to reveal 22mm or 21 CCW threads. Front sight, adjustable for wind gauge, really solid here, not like the cheapy Simon ones which tend to snap. Real solid bit of kit here. All else fails, you can't beat your enemy to death with it. Looking at the furniture, it is made of plywood, however you can see from the mould marks on the plywood itself, it just looks like it's hand carved. Lovely stain, nice effect on the wood. Moving back here, you have the full steel body, really solid here, I have to say. Doesn't come with a internal dust cover in the mag well, but that's not really a sticking point, that's only on the top line AKs, so not really surprised not to see one here. Looking at the dust cover of the gun, also a brilliant piece of kit. No rattles, no problems getting in and out because it's hinged, which is great. Nice solid click when you put it back on. Just no issues of wobbling or snapping at your battery wires. We have top sight, which is adjustable. Looking here, all E&L AKs come with this rail, which is for mounting a side rail for optics. The stock itself mounts on here, not like the Simon ones, which again do tend to snap. Nice push button release, really solid here. It's not loose, doesn't feel like it's going to rattle apart in your hands. A single point sling mount on the gun, just like the real thing. The stock itself is solid steel. There is no rubber butt plate on the end. However, it does have this nice ribbed effect for your pleasure. Very nice, very nice. Now, one thing I didn't talk about is the charging handle. Solid metal on two guided rails. Really nice here. I have an older Inikatsu, which is only held on one side, and believe me, having it on the two rails makes a big difference. Inside you see your standard plastic hop-up, which we'll talk about later on when we go to the shooting. Again, body-wise, absolutely what I would want from an AK. It's outstanding at this price point, and it's really much possible to beat. Okay guys, just one more thing I need to go over on the externals and kind of internals. The selector on this gun is lovely. It doesn't seem to be the type that will come off with use. Some of them you'll notice if you put them up and down a few times already feel very rattly on the gun. It's because they have a non-self-locking nut on the inside. This here, lovely and tight, clicks in very precisely. You're not going to be out in the field struggling to get it in. You will feel it snap into place each stage of the selector. Just another good point of this gun. You can definitely tell it's been put together by people that know what they're doing. Just another point really is the mag release. Nice and snappy. You can see here, take your mag, snap in, nice and solid, not going anywhere. Doesn't overly rattle, has a slight bit of side-to-side movement, but there's nothing going back and forward. It just, again, nice. Here we have the plastic mid cap that comes included with the rifle. Looks like a Bakelite mag, it's not plastic, and once again, you're not going to fool anyone with this. You can tell it's a plastic AK mag, however, flawless feeding. It seems to have a really good quality spring in the inside as well, unlike a lot of cheaper ones which tend to niggle and catch over time or lose their power if you leave them accidentally loaded with a few BBs. Standard at the top, BBs in here, BB release, good bit of kit. So just want to talk about the internals of this gun. I'm going to start at the top. Now you can see I have this converted to beams. That's just a personal thing. The wiring itself has not been changed. It's only been nipped off behind the connector itself. Lovely job inside. As you can see, if you look here, the wires are all held down on one side. We have a standard car fuse, but everything is nice. Everything's held out of the way. There's no danger of this coming out and nipping, which happens in cheaper replicas. Unfortunately, that does ever mean converting this to a rear wire. If you put on a full stock, will be a bit more of a mission, but it's something that's pretty easily achievable for any tech that knows what he's doing. You can see here the spring guide for the bolt catch. Again, nice high quality spring. Doesn't look like it's just going to flip out on you. Internally, it has a standard version 3 gearbox from E&L. Everything in there was perfect. Didn't need to put any shims in, didn't need the correct AOE. The motor just looks like a standard E&L motor. Completely fine, really snappy rate of fire, and a nice 9.6 nim. Even better actually if you can get your hands on a 7.4 life with a high discharge. Just makes this thing come to life. Everything inside is actually really good. The pop-up is particularly good quality. The standard nub and bucking will get you very good range, probably up there with a normal E&L. There's not going to be much of a difference. The standard barrel is just your standard brass 6.05mm barrel, I want to say. Really tight grippings over range, but from the box you're not going to get better than this from the price point this comes in at. It's just fantastic.
Chronograph results were achieved using a UFC Chronograph and Gunfire 0.2 gram BBs. Results are as expected, with Gunfire pre-downgrading the gun to Northern Ireland's set limits of 1 joule or 328 FPS with 0.2 gram BBs. Thanks guys for watching the video. Please like and share it, and check out our sponsor Gunfire where you can get this great AK for a very low price. Muddy Fox from TFN, out.
Where's all the BFTs?
Oh, it's here? Robin, I take it we're not allowed past the Corsa?
Oh no, you are.
Where to? Fair enough.